Hey guys, I'm back again and here with a video to show you my art, daily art journaling journal. Now, this is something I decided to do for this year of 2024 is to do some kind of art journaling or sometimes I do a bit of both on the same page, a bit of art, and then I'll journal as well. And I thought about doing this as a way to start to do my art more regularly. And I like to dabble in a lot of different things. So I do some painting, sketching. I also do collage. I use paint and ink and all kinds of things. I'm, a dabbler, so I'll just do a little bit of everything. So I found this particular book. This is a art book, which has enough pages for me to journal 4 months in. So I'm going to show you from January 1st to March 31st, what I have done daily or every 2 days. Some days are 2 days on there. I'm going to show you what I've been doing and how this has been working for me. And, maybe if you'd like to comment in the comment section and tell me if you're doing something daily like this, or if you'd be interested in trying to do something like this. Now, this particular book, I found it at one of the big art stores here in France. This is an art store that I order from online. I think they have 2 big shops like that in Paris, but I order online. It's called Le Magasin des Beaux-Arts, Le Grand Magasin des Beaux-Arts. I'll put it here on the screen. And I found this book in there. It's kind of thick because, I've been doing a lot of things, a lot of collage and stuff, but found this one, and this is the one that I'm going to be using for the year. So this will do the first 4 months. So January to April. And I have another one for the next 4 months and so on. So we're going to be good. So the thing about this paper is it's not too thick, not too thin, and it is good for a lot of different types of art. So I can use it for watercolor, gouache, acrylic. I can do chalk. I can use ink. I can use a lot of things on here. So I'm good. And I'm happy that I found this one because it'll, allow me to do it on a small size, because I like using bigger journals sometimes, art journals, but if I'm going to be doing it daily, I think this seems to be a really good size. So let's get started and let me show you how I've been working. So I usually start with a typical, a page that, sets up for the month. This is the month of January. Now, I use a lot of shoots from a lot of different things that I do, either from when I'm making junk journals, or when I am doing another collage. I keep all of my scraps together in a box or an envelope or both. And then that way I can pull one out and use it. So like this is a scrap from a sheet that I used when I did a journal cover. And this is a little bit of gold leaf I've added here. It's not real gold leaf, it's fake gold leaf, but I love the way this adds a little bit of something to a page. So there we have it. So I'm just going to flip through and we'll just talk. Here's a little bit of, you see, I can do a little bit of both. There'll be some pictures that you can see here. This is a picture and a little bit of journaling as well. This was done with ink. I love doing ink, and I've been adding some Italian words here because I'm in the process of learning Italian. So sometimes I add vocabulary that I've learned that day that I think is, good to remember. And then here's a collage, which is something else I love to do. Now, what I'm doing here is you'll see they have dates written And the dates that I have written are from a calendar that I bought online. I have to see if I can remember the name of it. I will put it here on the bottom of the page. And I like these because it allows me to number my page as I go along. And I will be doing this through the end of the year. And at the end of the year is when I'll decide if I'll actually want to do that again next year, if I want to do it differently. So yeah, here we go. More artwork. This was like a little bit of a test. This is all ink. And these are samples from the Diamine Ink Vent Calendar from 2023. Oh my goodness, they were beautiful. So you have more journaling there, some pictures and some journaling. This is my book club, or at least part of the ladies from my book club. We were discussing a book called The Last Thing You Surrender by Leonard Pitts Jr. And that was us there discussing that. This is Zola. This is, can you guess who this is? It's not a very good one, sadly, but I haven't really been sketching as much as I used to. I'll insert some pictures of some of the sketching that I used to do. Back in the day, and this is supposed to be MLK. It's not too bad. It could be a lot worse. I got to get back in the swing of things. This was some oranges, the mandarins that were, rocking my world that day. I mean, that's the goal of this kind of journaling is when I write, I usually write about something that's interesting that's happened to me today. Here I've done some writing, which you can just barely tell, but it's there under the blue silver ink, which I love so much. This was one of the snowy days in my town this past winter. Oh, so good. All right. So yeah, there I was uninspired that day. So I just did a fishtail. I'm always doing teacups because I'm a tea lover. More collage, more teacup, more collage. So as you can see with the collage, I really use just about anything. This is paper from magazines, from the Flow magazine, from stickers, just shoots from paper that I use for my junk journals, just a little bit of everything. This was me practicing a little bit of shading. This was me just practicing just something different, trying to do a different type of technique. Some roses, some butterflies, a little bit of a poem there. I love doing artwork that involves a poem as well. And this month is National Poetry Month. So this is a great idea if you're into journaling and art journaling at the same time. So that was the month of January. Now we're on to the month of February. Okay, so February, I decided to not give it its whole page, the title, and I started to add a little bit of journaling there. I decided not to write anything on these 2 pages because when I did them, I was trying to rectify the color like I wanted. And this was the best I could get. I was using ink, and I was suddenly realizing that my capabilities of manipulating this ink the way I wanted to are limited because of the kind of ink it is, but that's okay. I might come back and fill these in with some poems. Okay, this was some jelly art that I did, and I used a stencil with letters, and then I added a little bit of white around some of the letters to give it a little bit of, a little bit of something. This was some more jelly art, but I cut the page up and used it to make collage on 2 different pages. Now, I had transferred the jelly art onto like notebook paper to give a different effect, and I'm not mad at this effect, actually. This, I used a tool to make this kind of forking effect. But I quite like this. I might try to do something a little different with that, though, next time. Okay, here's another collage, which I quite like this one. This one as well, I quite like. I like this black gray effect. I think it works really, really well. More journalings, a little bit of Italian down there. This was the day we had to get a new fridge, and this is our new fridge. Okay, so this was, of course, the 14th of February. I belong to my beloved, and my beloved is mine. So, you know, it's pretty straightforward. This is another way I like to journal, is in a circle, because I just think it gives a good effect. More collage, more paint effects, more collage. This one is really, really, I really like this one a lot. I went all out on that one. Okay. This is something I tried, which is using like a very script stroke and then putting paper with it with journaling. This is just something that I'm going to try more things like this because I really like this. It's like I could probably use a calligraphy letter with a black paint or a gray paint with a wide brush and then do some work around it is something that I'm really interested in doing. I tried to do it again with a different one. It almost looks like an F or a T or something. And then I wrote this poem inside with this. I really like this. I'm going to probably explore this technique a bit further. Another thing I like to do with collage is to make this crisscross effect, because I think it's so cool for collage to have this cross effect. You can do so much with it. This is only one kind of way I've done cross effect collage. I've done it with like taking a painting and cutting it up and doing that. It works so well. And this was a jelly art that I did. This one is kind of weird, but I like it. You'll see a bit later. I used the same stencil for jelly art and I got a different effect, which I kind of like what I did. Okay, so now we're on the month of March. I kept the March title page because I do prefer the title page. And I tried doing this, which is kind of interesting because it is this kind of Japanese-y looking black, white. And I love this right here. This is actually jelly art, this part right here. I realized that when you use jelly art and you do it with gouache paint has a water base. So on the jelly pad, it makes these little beads. Now, if you can control where you want them and how you want them to be, you can get some fantastic jelly art out of that. And like this, I love this effect. Okay, so this is some jelly art, and you can see here how we have, you know, the little round beads because I was using gouache. Same here. I was using gouache here as well. Oh, I love this one. This one is so pretty as well. This looks like under the water. This one's very pretty too. Very pretty collage, this one. I have a bit of jelly art mixed with the Flow magazine paper. This one is very nice as well. This one, I felt compelled to add a bit of gold to give it some little depth, and it came out beautifully. I really, really like both of these. This one as well. Now, the only thing is I'm having problems with my gluing. I should have been a bit more careful, but as you can see, my journal is getting a bit thick at this point. So when I go to lay it down, sometimes it doesn't work as well, but I need to be more patient. So this is the one that I did using the jelly art, and I turned it into like a collage. It looks like two buildings in the city. Absolutely love this. I will definitely be exploring this again. I like this one as well. The colors are beautiful. The stenciling is beautiful. Jelly art on point. Love this one as well. This one is very pretty too. This is the jelly art, but it's done on black paper. This came out so, so good. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. This is not bad either. I love this black with the markings from the tool. Oh, love it. This one as well. Very, very pretty. And here we are, the month of April. So that is all I have for you with this flip through. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know, like I said, what you're doing daily. If you are doing daily art journaling, or just maybe a little bit of something artistic with each journal entry. Let me know. I would love to talk to you about it, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye.